portal. So anyway, it's been a very hectic couple of weeks for the Divine Feminine Collective and the Divine Masculine Collective, but I feel as though it's a very positive way of going for Divine Feminine and Divine Masculine, since a lot of cycles are ending. So usually I would focus on the update between Divine Feminine and Divine Masculine, but I just want to say that, hey Linda, I want to say that it has more to do with the connection that I'm being focused to. I mean, told to focus on. With the connection, I feel as though the divine feminine and divine masculine are very much shedding the ego at this moment. So I feel as though divine feminines are really triggered to really stand their ground against the divine masculines, because the divine masculines are growing, yes, but I feel as though in many ways they are still negligent of their own anima, and I feel as though this is what divine feminines need to actually keep track of. They have to remember that they are the physical manifestation of the divine masculine's anima, and as such, they must be treated as the goddess that they are. So I feel as though a lot of divine feminines are being tested on that to see whether they will embody that self-respect. Because divine feminine is being called to really stand in her power right now. Because I feel as though this is going to push the divine masculine to very much match her in king energy. So there is so it may seem as though the two are at odds, but they're not really at odds. I feel as though right now, karma is being cleared between both of them, and they're really coming back into balance with themselves. So, hey Helen, hi Jackie. So yeah, I just feel as though right now it may seem like it's not making sense, but Mars retrograde is a gift to you, divine feminines. You are very much flushing out those lower vibrational emotions. That's gonna catapult the connection into a higher vibration. I feel as though some of you may have contact in Mars retrograde. Some of you are going to have contact afterwards. So don't worry too much about whether your DM is in and out right now. I feel as though, again, that they're actually coming to deeper truths about themselves. And, oh my god, my cat is meowing, trying to monetize my attention. So, yeah, with that being said, um, we are now pulling cards. So, who wants to card? Yeah. Who wants a card? Okay, let me see. So, if you haven't already and you want to jump the line, actually send a donation, and this donation, the link to my Venmo, Cashapp, and PayPal is in the description box below. So yeah, um no, no. The Okay, so the first for Helen is first. So let's see, Helen, do you have a question, or do you have a yeah, do you have a Helen? Do you have a question, or just open to what comes through, Helen? All right. So it's Helen first. Then it's Linda. Then it's Peter. So just want to know that if you do lead a stream when I call your name, then you kind of lose your spot. Yeah. Okay. What comes through? Okay. Spread for Helen. A spread for Helen. I will lift the phone when I pull the spread. A spread for Helen. A spread for Helen. Okay, the first card I get for you, Helen, will be the Eight of Wands. So with the Eight of Wands, I feel as though right now you're dealing with a lot of triggers related to your twin flame. And I feel as though these are triggers you thought you already had dealt with. And I feel as though Mars retrograde is bringing this up so you can confront the root of these triggers because you're going deeper. And as you go deeper, Helen, you're going to see things from a different perspective. So I feel as though Spirit's advice to you right now is to feel your way through these emotions. Don't try to circumvent them. I feel as though right now you really need to feel them so you can really get to the source of the trigger. It's going to surprise you on what that is. So with the tower, I feel as though the old foundation on which your life has been built upon, it is kind of going through a upgrade of some sort. So anything that is not serving of spirit, not serving love, it is gonna come tumbling down. So I feel as though the divine is going to push you to really trust in the process right now. To actually trust that your life is actually going to undergo those changes that you want to actually uh, um to happen, because you've been wanting growth for a while. You have been wanting that elevation. So I am seeing again, spirit is really much saying that at this moment in time, it is a learning experience that is going to happen. Again, you're learning how to yield, you're learning how to trust, and that means letting go of what you thought was your comfort zone. So I am seeing again with the two, kind of seeing that in some ways you do trust the spirit, but in other ways you're questioning the process. So I feel as though what you're really doing right now, Helen, is finding that balance between your head and your heart. You're learning how to really balance your anima and your animus, and this is causing you to really become set in yourself, to really be unaffected by whatever is happening outside of you, because you know you're going to be fine either way. So with the Four of Pentacles, I feel as though right now you are really much letting go of your expectations for your twin. And as you let go of those expectations, I feel as though you're finding a freedom. You're finding a sort of peace that you actually are haven't found before. And I feel as though you're starting to like see the blessing in this separation. You're seeing that it was never about them not showing up for that you, but it's more about you showing up for yourselves. So you're acknowledging the lesson while also realizing that um that your twin, I mean that sounded much better in my head. So yeah, that's what I get for you, Helen. um okay, Linda, let's see what's coming up. Helen, so if you want a card, this is actually a, so Linda, do you have a question, or you're just open to what comes through? So if you want a card, please drop down that you want one, and I feel as though if you have a question, then ask a question. If you just want to know what's coming through, then just say I'm open to what's coming through. Um, so yeah, the next one is for Linda. The next one for Linda. Okay, spread for Linda, spread for Linda, spread for Linda, spread for Linda. Right away, when I turn into your energy, Linda, I feel as though you're going through throat chakra activations, and this is causing you to be very much vocal about what you were like willing to dismiss before when it came to your twin. But I see now it's more like you're accepting that if you hold back your truth, then your twin's not going to grow. So it's more like you're accepting your role as triggering him rather than just like shrinking yourself to like accommodate them. Again, you're realizing that there needs to be a balance. Some days you could be the light, and other days you have to be the darkness. So it's more like you're yeah. So yeah, so what I am seeing with the Hanged Man, I am seeing, Linda, that you are very much thinking about what Rudy has shown you, and I feel as though there was like a lot of things that you thought you already worked past, but it feels as though it's like built, it came up again. So I feel as though what Spirit's advice to you in this is to really just feel your way through them and to really not assign a narrative to what's going on, because the divine wants you to really much undo the pattern that you have been repeating with yourself. It's not just Rudy. It feels so it has to do with your relationship to the masculine. So they're trying to get you to think big picture right now and to really focus on what needs to be healed at the moment. So with the five of with the five of swords, I feel as though this has to do with the anxiety. I feel as though you have been wrestling with some anxiety because it seems as though your twin is unpredictable, and you may have thought we were already past this. So I feel as though this has to do with trusting your twin unconditionally, because you do trust them, yes, but I feel as though when it comes to like more trying situations, your trust is a little bit shaky. And I feel so again, this has to do with your conditioning. Your conditioning tells you that if someone's not consistent, if someone's not putting in the effort, then they're not interested. Intuitively, you know that this is not reply to Rudy because you feel his love for you. But again, your ego sometimes kicks in and tells you these narratives. I feel as though the divine needs you to be more disciplined when it comes to your ego. Your ego is just trying to keep you safe. It's trying to look out for you. But I feel as though in this case, this is kind of detracting from the trust. So I feel so again, you have to really collapse that narrative. So what I see with the Page of Swords, I do see that you don't have anything to worry about. I feel as though Rudy's gonna reach out before the end of the month. I feel as though it's gonna be very he's gonna be very much in a contemplated state. Like he may seem like he has his energy is more masculine, and I feel as though this is because he's going through a lot of activations right now when it comes to his lower chakras, and this is actually causing him to really stand his truth, to really stand his ground. I feel as though he's going to be making a lot of big changes over the next 3 to 6 months, and this is going to really show in his energy. He's going to be a lot more consistent. So I feel so again that you really don't have anything to worry about. Yeah, with the the two of Pentacles. I feel as though again that the old way of being in this connection is being collapsed. That really this connection is going through a rebirth, and as it goes through a rebirth, you two are also going through that transformation. And when you come together, you'll be stronger than ever before. How can you transmute relationship trauma? Well, when it comes to relationship trauma, I'm talking about your exes. I'm talking about them watching your parents have a unhealthy relationship. So I feel as though, Sama, to answer your question, it has to do with the inner teenager. There's a lot of talk about the inner child and the twin flame community, but what's really glossed over is the inner teenager, because this is where we discover ourselves. This is where we form our identity. So if we've had heartbreak in our teenage years, then we're going to actually let that bleed into the twin flame connection. So I feel as though this really needs to be cleared. Okay, there's some inner child beliefs that are relationship trauma, because if you've seen your parents have a toxic relationship, you're going to actually digest that as the norm. So this is about clearing those. So you would have to do inner child clearing, and you would have to do inner teenager clearing. They both go hand in hand. Now, first, if you want to think more big picture, Samna, you got to look at past lives, because past lives are integral part of the twin flame dynamic. That whole lifeblood of love is painful can go back thousands of lifetimes. So you must actually clear those past life trauma in order to do that. Hang on, my cat wants me let out. Stupid cat. Ugh. Okay, so is Peter still there? All right, Peter. What is your question? Do you have a question, or are you just open to what's coming through? Yeah. Yeah, I know. Okay, that's good to know. Okay, But I to avoid confusion, I always have gender. I always do things gender neutral to really, cause okay, so so what is going on for a spread for Peter Pan, a spread for Peter Pan, a spread for Peter Pan, a spread for Peter Pan. So I am yeah, I always try to keep things gender neutral, even when dealing with twin play dynamic, because I'm not gonna say, "Oh, you're a boy," and I mean your twins are male, and then all of a sudden ends up being a female. I always do the like gender neutral thing, and to the clientele seeing their gender, you know. Um, let's spread for Peter, a spread for Peter. Um. Okay, Sam, you would be next. Okay, so let me do Peter first. Hmm. So right away, when I tune into your energy as Peter Pan, I feel as though you have been going through a lot of throat chakra activations yourself, as well as sacral chakra. I feel as though Mars retrograde has been really getting you to let go of a lot of denser emotions when it comes to your ascension. Yeah, with the Seven of Pentacles, I feel as though right now, what Spirit's advice to you, Peter, is to really work on being balancing your feminine energy out. You've done a lot of work in that, but I feel as though again this has to do with your receiving wound, because I am seeing that again when it comes to your love life and your relationship with your money. The receiving wound still makes itself known, so I feel as though what they're trying to get you to do is to go deeper right now. You go deeper, I feel as though you'll be more in the feminine energy, and you'll be more in that energy of attracting and not chasing. Because I feel as though, again, you grew up with the belief that you have to put in the work in order to get what you want. But as the feminine, you know that you are the prize. Therefore, everything that is in alignment with your abundance mindset. So it's really actually transmitting that last mentality, what they're really trying to get you to do. With the Ace of Pentacles, I feel as though you are going to have a new beginning when it comes to finances, and I feel as though this is going to really help you to be really, really solid within yourself. I also see that this is also your indication that you're getting you've done the work, so the divine is seeing you to fit to reward you for your progress. So I feel as though things are going to be a lot better for you in 2025. And I feel as though what right now is that Spirit's really setting you up for this year. Again, you're getting recognition for the work you've done. And I am seeing again the divine is telling you that again, you're going to have that big big opportunity to turn things in your favor again with the this has to do with triggers. I feel as though Mars retrograde has been bringing up a lot of triggers for you, and I feel as though they can do anything would have to do with love. It also could do with your trauma as well. But I feel so again, the divine is trying to get you to really, really transmute this, because when you get become much more aligned with your inner peace, I feel so again that your reality will seek to mirror that. And I am seeing with the Two of Pentacles, I feel as though again the divine really wants you to actually let go of that narrative you've been telling yourself, that fear of not being enough, because it's not serving you anymore. And it feels like you're meant to shine big. You're a light worker. You're meant to impact so many people, and you have a very big mission. So I feel as though the divine is telling you that again, you deserve to actually have the life that you want, because you are you. The divine loves you unconditionally, and I feel so again they need you to have that lavish that unconditional love towards yourself, even in the moments when you think you're not deserving of it, because it's by loving yourself that you will be able to help humanity ascend. And what I'm seeing with the High Priestess, this has to do with your witch wound. So I feel as though again they really want you to work on that witch wound, to really work on those blocks to empowerment, because I feel as though these go back to past lives. So they're telling you to really work on that past life trauma. This is going to really help you to stand in your power as a divine feminine. It's really going to help you to really shine that light. All right, so Sam's okay, so you can have a hang on, I have to let my cat again. This cat is indecisive. Ladies and gentlemen, this cat is indecisive. Ah, yeah. Okay, the witch wound. Okay, Peter. Okay, Peter. The witch wound. It has to do with standing in your power. It has to do with it's a big wound for many divine feminines and light workers. I feel as though it has to do with the persecution in past lives. It has to do with the fear of rejection because in past lives we were considered witches, and because we stood out. And I feel as though again people try to shrink us down in order to conform. And I feel as though in many past lives you went against the grain because you knew you had a bigger purpose. But I feel as though those wounds are still within you, even though consciously you know that you're empowered. Those need to be cleared because again, it's also obstructing your money flow and it's obstructing a stronger relationship with the divine. Yeah. Um So yeah, I feel as though what you can really do to really work on that, to start working on that, Peter, is to really stand your ground, even when it comes to situation where you feel like you can't stand your ground. This is about retraining your nervous system to see that this is safe for you now, and that you're no longer in those times. Okay, so Sam, um, Sam, are you still here? Sam, so you're still here? Mm. Mm. All right. Okay, and then I will pull. Okay, so you said you wanted to see what's happening with your twin. What's the relationship with your twin? So let's see what's going on with your twin. What's going on with your twin and what you can expect. What's going on with your twin and what I come to expect. You come to expect. That's very good to know. So right away, oh God, it's hot in here. The first card I get for you, Sam's, will be the road. So the first yeah, so what I'm seeing is that you and your twin are collapsing a cycle where you guys look outside of yourself for that validation and encouragement. So I feel as though Morse retrograde is really bringing home to you what you else you need to work on. I feel as though there's a lot of inner child that still needs to be worked on, especially the trust wound. Because I feel as though again this has to do with surrendering to the divine and surrendering to the flow of things. So I feel as though the divine is really having you to yield at the moment. And I am seeing again, this is causing you to loosen that grip you have over the situation. I feel as though you thought that you already loosened that grip, but I feel as though the past few days actually brought into question that you still need to let go a little bit more. And I feel as though again, this may have surprised you because you thought you were more healed to that. But I feel as though again, the divine really is having you focus on really surrendering. So really working on healing that masculine woman that masculine template that causes you to really distrust love. And I am seeing again with the three of pentacles that you are overcoming separation consciousness right now. And as you overcome separation consciousness, I feel as though this is causing you to merge with your twin on an even deeper level than before. So you may be smelling your twin's scent, or you could even be hearing them like through telepathy, you know, even catching insights of what's going on. I feel as though that's your confirmation that you and your twin are actually becoming more and more merged. And I feel as though, again, the door to reunion is being open. And I feel as though the divine is really trying to align you with that, to really align to that that energy. So as you align to that energy, I feel as though the light it within you is becoming much brighter because you are actually ascending at a very high frequency. With the Ace of Cups, I feel as though this has to do with loving yourself. I feel as though the divine is like saying in many ways you have done the work. You have actually loved yourself in the areas you need to be. But I feel as though again the divine is telling you that you also need to acknowledge those accomplishments. Because sometimes you get so caught up in what you need to heal. I feel as though you sometimes forget to congratulate yourself for the milestones that you hit. So I feel as though the divine is like saying, don't forget to be kind and compassionate to yourself. I feel as though, again, this will help you to realize that you're lovable and worthy at any stage of healing, and that you don't need something or someone to acknowledge that. Again, you are your own supporter. You're your own cheerleader. With the Page of Wands, I feel as though this has to do with this has to do with your creativity. I feel as though again, there's a lot of blocks in the sacral chakra that are being cleared right now, and this is actually helping you to really clear your sexual energy. So I feel as though your sexual energy is very much the lifeblood of your inspiration. So you're going to be really much inspired to go out of your comfort zone. You may actually change your life around again. You may actually do something that you wanted to do for a very long time, but you've been putting off. Again, you're very much setting a tone for a brand new life. Again, you're actually choosing self. You're actually doing what you want to do. So yeah, I feel as though what they want you to focus on, Sam, is to really focus on being present. I feel as though again that you are so in your head about what you need to heal that again you just need to like be present and try to implement what you've healed into the 3D. I feel as though that is also part of your healing. Um, okay, so there's 7 people here. Does anybody else want a card? If you do, then, okay, but, again, you can actually do a donation. My payment agreement is, in the description box below, payment agreement, payment methods, if not, I feel as though again, if you do want to have my the card pulled, just drop your question below. If you don't have a question, you can say I'm open to what comes through. Yeah, Jackie, are you still there? Mm. Yeah, for Taurus, right, Taurus, Leo, and Sagittarius rising. Thank you. I look forward to your readings daily. I'm a Taurus myself. So, right to be, do you want a card? Mm. 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 Okay, so let me see. So what else? Let's see. All right then, going once, going twice, and I think I would call it a stream. So anyway, I appreciate you all jumping on here, and I think I will stream again on Christmas Eve. All right, then. Namaste. Yeah.